In this video, we're going to look at how to export the final plot that we have. And here we're going to start with the final scatter plot that looks like something maybe we want to export and share with someone else. In the past, if you didn't know how to export, you probably just took a screenshot. Now, we're going to use the built-in capabilities. I've assumed that we've already saved this views file, and we can see that it has a name up here, scatterplot.vse for views. In order to export our image, we simply click on the export button in the top menu. Clicking on this yellow disk brings up a dialog where it gives us a file name that we can give it. We're going to save it it goes to the same file path that the views file itself is saved in. Then we can decide if we want to save just a single plot, or if we were working on a views that had many different plots, we could choose to save them all or just certain ones. In addition, we can choose the format that we want to save this as. For now, we're just going to save this as a .png, which is a form of bitmap, although you also have the ability to save as different vector graphics like PDF, which is perhaps the most familiar, EMF, which is the Windows vector graphics default, or sort of this standard vector graphics file shown here. The last thing that we have to be careful about is that we're saving this at a proper resolution. The default for views is to save it somewhere a little less than 300, maybe at 100 or 150, depending on where you are going to be submitting this, whether it's print or the web, or a text message or something like that. You don't need very high DPI, but for right now, for what you're going to send to me, I would recommend using 300, basically because then I can tell whether or not you have changed this setting or not. And I want to make sure that you know how to change it. Once you have selected everything you want and you've given it a file name that's appropriate, you just hit export. It will not close this window in case you wanted to change something else in views and come back and export again. If you export again, it'll just simply ask you if you want to overwrite the file that's already there. I'll say, sure, not a big deal now. This file is now available in the folder that it was saved to, so let's have a look at that. This is the folder that I saved the image to. It's this scatterplot PNG shown here, which now we can open up and view. And you can see we have a pretty nice looking image of the scatter plot. This could be put into, let's say, a Word document, a PowerPoint file, and you could put it into a LaTeX file if you know how to use that. It's just a standard graphic format that you can use whatever you like. Put it on the web, share with your friends, send it to your parents. Anyway, that's all. Now you know how to export files, and that's all for now.